Johnny is 32. Since I was a youngster, I've loved motorcycling. There's nothing like the rush of tearing down an open road with the engine trembling beneath you. Of course, I knew the risks, but I liked to think I rode carefully. Loved thinking I was invincible, like Superman. That changed in March 2022. I was riding home from work, my bike's engine like a second heartbeat, as I merged onto the interstate. Normal traffic was sparse on that segment. I maneuvered to pass an 18-wheeler ahead. That's all I remember before it went black. I later learned that the trucker briefly crossed the line before overcorrecting. It was too late. I hit the trailer at 70 miles per hour. I tumbled dozens of feet, and my bike crumpled like a tin can. First moments of consciousness were like a horror flick. Outside of the pain, I remember the screeching tires and my muffled shouts from the accident. Pain filled my body, and my eyesight was like a child's kaleidoscope with flashing lights and towering forms. I choked and gasped for air, tasting blood copper. All went silent as soon as it started. Light was replaced by darkness. How many of you fish with squid or octopus? The blackness they sometimes release reminded me. I drifted without pain or sound, sensing everything. I remained cool despite what happened. I don't know how long I drifted before seeing a dim light in the black space. It started as a pinprick and quickly became a warm, radiant glow like a fireplace or backyard campfire. I remember a figure coming out of the light that appeared human but had no other features. It was like trying to perceive shapes through a shimmering heat haze. A huge, loving voice echoed everywhere and nowhere. "Be not afraid, my child." The words were powerful but soothing, like a parent's hug. I realized I was in the presence of a sublime, sacred being of flawless, unconditional love and grace. God, making sense of it was difficult. Am I dead? Not yet, God said. You have more to do. You must inform. Tell who? As if in a kaleidoscope, the light broke into many scenes, reflecting lives, moments, and memories, both past and present. I watched everything pass me by, feeling like God was showing me my life and creation. Stars blinking into being, galaxies clashing in violent spirals, civilizations rising and crumbling instantly. Then the images showed me recent history and recognizable places, cities and events I remembered. I saw only scenes that were too horrible to be true, like clips from a childhood movie. I witnessed mushroom clouds above New York and firestorms in DC countries succumb to Russia and China as I watched. I saw China's red banners and Russia's hammer leading a large ground attack into America. As millions fled in fright, Patriot missile batteries throughout the eastern seaboard tried to stop the aerial attack. World superpowers clashed, killings beyond counting. Tank columns destroy American neighborhoods. As concentration camps rose in the heartland, civilians and military members were hung to deter retaliation. Nerve gas hung over smoldering cities as civility and order collapsed into a brutal struggle for survival. Environmental destruction, superstorms slamming the coasts, brush fires engulfing districts, poisonous wastelands spreading like a California wildfire, was the backdrop. As each atrocity unfolded, I realized this was no fantasy, but a warning of what was to come if ideological and geopolitical problems were not addressed. This future appears almost feasible given recent events. Future possibilities flickered rapidly as the scenes accelerated. Humanity rallied and defeated the aggressors at great cost in some instances. In others, the dominoes fell without anyone to stop the invasion. The visions became endless other realities. An instant later, the attack stopped. I saw the bright presence again, but the sights lingered like afterimages. Despite the sight's weight, I found peace again. You have been granted a glimpse behind the veil, a chance to bear witness, he said. The event you witnessed is just one possibility. Armageddon awaits if hatred, greed, and hubris are unchecked. It said, I do not know if you are the messenger this planet needs. You decide. But you've gained truth today. Go, tell them, before it is too late. I felt the presence fade, but its words remained. Share this insight. Take its advice, and it may help some people return to virtue. At that, the light collapsed, merging with the void. Again, the sights flickered and subsided. I woke up on my back in a hospital bed with fluorescent lights blinking above me. Heart monitor bleeps and hallway whispers interrupted the silence. What the hell happened to me? I wondered as I strained to move, a dream, near-death delusion, or something more real. The pictures and words burned into my mind. I was surprised when a nurse asked if I was awake at my bedside. A scorching sensation like my throat was on fire kept me from speaking, so I nodded. Most people die in 70 miles per hour crashes. I did. I had broken legs, arms, ribs, and a partially collapsed lung. I was alive and protected. I wish I could claim I recovered overnight, but a wreck of this size makes it impossible. I have steel rods and pins holding my bones. Even though I attempted to forget or ignore it, the prophetic vision never left me. I withdrew, wondering if sharing that terrible news would help. 8 months after the disaster, I told my family and friends what I witnessed. Some called me a New Age crackpot or traumatized conspiracy theorist. I occasionally saw acceptance. It gave me hope to start informing others. This whole thing scares me. I often wonder if I've done enough. Today's experience concludes. What did you think? Comment here to let me know what you think. Until next time, be safe and blessed.